This video is for the lesson 4.6 homework. Okay, we're going to do angle bisectors first. Since the corners aren't labeled, if you need to label them, that's fine. If you don't, if you're good, go for it. So this is what we just did. Okay? So at each angle, you're going to put an arc, and then from where that arc intersects the sides, you're going to do 2 more arcs. And then where those cross, connect back. Okay, then we do B. Go to the next angle. Make you an arc across the angle. Where that intersects, make you 2 more arcs. And then where those 2 cross, that point, connect back to your angle. And then last angle. So you got to do it 3 times on every one. Before you highlight on these pages, if you want me to check them, I am more than happy to do that so you don't have to start over again, okay, if you get something kind of wonky. Okay. So, there are my bisectors, my angle bisectors. And then this also tells us to construct the end circle. So show you one more time how to do that. Where they meet, that's where your compass goes. And then where it hits the side, where those bisectors hit the side. Sorry, I got a hole in my paper. That's your end circle. I know it's kind of hard to see. You don't have to highlight, you don't have to go over your end circle. I'm just doing it so you guys can kind of see it, or it'll stand out. Okay, so if we do the obtuse one, same exact process. Put an arc on the angle, where that angle intersects the sides. That's where you put your compass and make 2 more arcs. Where those arcs cross, connect back. Go to your next one. Same exact process. And then last angle.
Miss Wiggins, please come to the office. Thank you.
Oh, that one's hard to see. In there somewhere. And then again, if you want me to check this before you go over and highlight it, more than happy to do that for you. And then once again to do the end circle. Point goes where they cross. Pencil goes where it hits the opposite side. And then turn a circle. Oh, without it slipping. It's hard on that little one. That's probably why I won't make you do it tomorrow, because you got to make the compass really small, like on this obtuse one. So I'm not going to make that. On the quiz, you're not going to have to do that. So like I said, that compass, when it gets down to this size, it slips, it slides. It's just too hard to work with. Okay. This is what we did yesterday. These are the bisectors. Okay. So if we do the bisectors of 6, that's of each side. We've got to find the bisector of each side of the triangle. So I'm going to do this side first. So remember, you set the compass, point on one of the angles, and then the pencil needs to be a little bit more than halfway across. Make you an arc. And then make you another arc. And then where those two cross, connect the dots, but we don't need that line. Wait, am I telling you wrong? My brain's telling me that I'm telling you wrong. You do need that line. Sorry, I'm thinking mid-segments. But you need just, I wouldn't highlight. I'm not going to highlight yet till I do them all. All right, so I did AB. Now I'm going to do BC. So there's one. And go to C and do my other one. So it's going to be that intersection. And I'm just keeping my compass the same measurement so I don't get the big mess. Okay, and then the last side, AC. Oh, come on, sit in there. So there's one. And then there's the other one. So that one crosses up there at the top and down there. So the reason I didn't highlight yet is I need to be able to see where they all cross. These are all crossing right here inside the triangle. So I would highlight just the pieces that are inside. This one says to circumscribe. So to circumscribe, point goes on that intersection there in the middle, and then you put the pencil on one of the angles, and then just turn your page. And you get that circle around. Again, probably will not make you do that. I'm not going to make you do that on the quiz tomorrow. Not probably. I would just... All right, on our obtuse. So remember, on in-centers, they're always inside. But for these, the circumcenter, which is where these cross, they can be anywhere. They can be inside, they can be on the triangle, they can be outside. So let's do this obtuse one here. So again, we're doing the perpendicular bisectors. We're bisecting the sides. So, do AB first. So when I make these bisectors, I make long ones. I line up my ruler on the two dots, but I make me a nice long line just because that circumcenter can be anywhere. All right, BC here, here. Connect the dots. And then my last side. Oh, this one's gonna be gross. There and there. And then connect. So these three, they're intersecting down here below the triangle. So what I would highlight is from where that line hits the edge of the triangle to that point. And then again, if I want to circumscribe it, I put the point of the compass there. I put the pencil on one of the angles. And then I ripped a hole in the page again. Draw you a big circle around. On this page, I'm not going to grade that either. As long as you've got the 3 perpendicular bisectors, you're good. All right, the mid segments. Same exact setup. We still have to find the bisectors, we just don't use them. So if I found the bisector of AB, okay, and then connect my 2 intersection points. All I need is this point where it crosses that side. If I do BC, okay, connect those 2, but I just need this point. The construction, the part that it's asking for, is connecting those mid segments. So I'm going to let you do the last midpoint on this side and then finish connecting the dots. All the mid segments are going to be inside. On those questions on the bottom, here and here, use your notes. All of those words that you need for these blanks are in the notes, phrased probably exactly the same way. Okay? So you have the rest of class